Hi, I'd like to show you a little bit more about this air pump. I tried it out on floaties, it worked fine. I tried it out on a handball, it also worked fine. However, I bought it for my balloon arches and so far it is terrible. So I was only able to get this size, maybe like 8 inches, using the needle. Of course, it comes with this tip, which is supposed to be for balloons, and I did label it for balloons, and it comes with another one that's for the floaties and aero beds. So it didn't work. I blew up this one with my mouth to show you. This is 12 inches. It's what the balloon bag says it should blow up to. So I don't know if it's not powerful enough or it's the faulty product, but I can tell that there's air escaping. When I hold it here, I can feel the air coming out, and actually you can actually smell the air because it actually smells quite florally and nice. So I'm gonna give it a try right now on camera so you guys can see what I mean. Turn it on. And I'm not gonna do any of the ball settings, so I'm just gonna keep going until I get them off. This means that I'm gonna set it to 5 PSI, which means this will tell you, right now it's at 0 PSI because it's not on, but once it hits 5, then it'll stop automatically. And if you're in a different country and you want the other measurements, you just press the plus and minus sign together in order to get those measurements on the screen. So I'm putting this here, holding it tight. Now I'm gonna press this 1 second. It doesn't have enough strength to actually blow the balloon up. So I find that it gets to a certain point and then it kind of stops. So the PSI is now at 1.6, not going any higher. I can feel the air coming out around my palms. So I've also tried putting this nozzle directly on the base, and it's the same thing. It just isn't powerful enough to blow up the balloon all the way. This one did get about the same size as that yellow one, so maybe like 8 inches, 7, 8 inches. I have a smaller balloon here. I'm gonna try, this one came from my balloon arch. I didn't want to waste all the balloons, but I'm gonna try this one. And let's see what happens here. This one is a smaller balloon, so it's not gonna be as big. I'm gonna blow it up. Okay, that's not bad, but it only went up to like 1 PSI. Okay, I'm gonna try a different one. I don't wanna waste these balloons since I do need them for my balloon arch. We'll try a different one. And it does take a long time to blow up each balloon. So I think this works well for sports equipment and pool floaties, but not balloons. Maybe the Mylar balloons that you don't need helium in would work fine, but then of course you'd be using the needle function. So again, it stopped at 1.6 PSI. My balloon's not getting very big, even though I've been holding it here for quite some time. It's just a failure for balloons.
Hey, this is just Benjamin, and I wanted to do a quick video on this TONUNI air pump, electric air pump. It's convenient and holds a nice charge, has a couple other nice things about it. Charge it here, LED light, Lots of preset buttons, and all your tools are hidden down here in the bottom, which is quite nice. Comes with 4 needles and a couple other little accessories there to pump up balloons or other miscellaneous. And then your tube is hidden right there. Now, while you're down here, go ahead and check out the power port for charging your cell phone or something else while you're out and about. So let's assemble this quickly and show you what it can do. And here we go. So this goes right there. This screws in right here. And let's turn it on. And one small downside is it's really hard to see this screen. It's a cloudy day, and on sunny days it's brutal. You got to really hunch over it. But this button changes the different presets. At the top you can see a basketball, and that would be a soccer ball and a football and a volleyball, or whatever balls you wanted to preset. I have the football preset right this minute to 11, even though this takes 13, just to show you. And so let's stick it in there. One of the things that's really nice is this thing is quiet. So I'm gonna be quiet for a moment and let you listen while we pump this ball. So we're about halfway done, and as you can hear, she's really digging in now, but she doesn't stop, still continues to climb. Just you can hear how it's getting a little deeper in its noise. I've charged, I've inflated multiple balls now on this single charge, and I'm still basically full. So I think this would last easily, you know, just hanging around in your car for a month. Pumping balls on a on the weekends on a regular basis. And there you go, 11 pounds, and just that easy, which is really nice and convenient. I do enjoy that. So I only found one thing that's a little bit of an issue, and that is when you're pumping something that doesn't require a large amount of pressure, like this ball right here really only needs a couple of 3. You can move it over to the manual button and then choose how many pounds you want to put in it. But if you're only putting in like 2 pounds or something, it won't. Let's see, where is my preset? Oh, yep, just passed it. All right, technical difficulties, thank you. All right, so if you only wanted to put in a couple of pounds or something, you see it just doesn't register anything that low. All right, 2.1 seems to be working, but then it stops and then it reads no pounds, and it's clearly not 2 pounds in here. But you know, that's not that big of a deal. You crank it up, hit the button, and it starts to inflate. When it gets to whatever poundage you like or stiffness that you want, you just hit the power button again, it stops. So overall, this is just a really nice and convenient product compared to, you know, my hand pump. And of course, my hand pump doesn't have a pressure gauge on it so that I can see how many pounds are in it, you know, just the old-fashioned way where you squeeze it until it feels about right. So really nice, really neat, tight little package, and easy to throw in the car. Hope this helps, and have a great day.
Compresorino. Allora, premendo, qui abbiamo PSI. Per avere il bar devo premere contemporaneamente più e meno. Questi più e meno. Ecco. Cosa abbiamo? Bar, kilopascali. Chilogrammi al centimetro quadrato. Sì. Facciamo sul bar. Allora, proviamo a mettere un ago. Mettiamo un pallone da calcio, ce l'ho qui un pallone. Cosa mi fa? 0,18. Qui posso diminuire, preimpostare, preimpostare, facciamo 0,4, speciamo gonfiamento, si è spento in automatico. Bello Gigino. Per adesso ottimo, dopo vedremo.
This is my review of the TONUNI air pump. First off, you can see that it's pretty tiny. One thing that I really liked about it is the accessories are stored in the base, so this just pops off. It comes with a bunch of different ends, so you can pump up balls, and it also comes with these ends, which are more sort of for like beach balls. And then also, which is pretty cool, in the base is the hose, so you can just take that out and screw it in on the top. And you can see there's also 5-volt 2-amp output on the bottom, so you can use it kind of like a battery pack or some such thing. So if you just pop this back on, to operate it, you just hold down the power button for a couple of seconds, and you'll get the default starts off as basketball, 8.5 psi. Unfortunately, it doesn't remember your last setting, so it'll always start on the setting. If you hit the setting button, it'll kind of rotate through some presets, which is nice. I think it's always in PSI. It doesn't seem like it has bar or other things on there, which is a bit unfortunate, but usually. So also on the screen here, it will show you the preset pressure, and then it will show you the current pressure, and then it's got the battery indicator, which is nice, and then a little indicator on the top to show you, the overall setting. But if you want to get something more specific, you can just kind of scroll through it up or down to get the right PSI. So, and also keep in mind, the highest setting for this is 13 PSI. So bikes tend to be like a bike tire is somewhere between like 30 and 120 PSI. So this is really only for balls, and this is kind of like lower or slower pressure, so you're not going to be able to blow up like like a beach ball or a floaty or something like that, or it's just going to take a really long time. So it's mostly just for like
basketballs, volleyballs, like a smaller type of sports balls. And looking on the top, you can see there's a USB-C charger, and then there's a little light here. If you hold down the setting buttons for a few seconds, you'll see the light go on, and then if you hold it down for another couple of seconds, it will go off. So that's a pretty handy feature. So I'm going to try it out here really quick. This ball went pretty flat over the winter. I just set it at 4.5 psi. Just tap the power button, and it should start up. I'll try that again. I'll put it at 8.6 psi. So you can see it's not terribly loud. It does take a little while to pump it up, but you can see on the top here what the current PSI is, so you can see it kind of going up as it pumps it up. So I think it takes about a minute or so. So you can kind of tell that, you know, it's not going to be the fastest thing if you're going to like blow up a huge beach ball, but just for adding a bit of extra pressure in here, it does a pretty good job, and you know, it's nice and portable.